The Vortak fleet drifted silently through the void, their crystalline ships gleaming like scattered diamonds against the star-speckled darkness. Commander Zyxka adjusted his sensory nodes, the bioluminescent patterns on his translucent skin pulsing with anticipation. For 3 cycles, they had been tracking the primitive species from the 3rd planet of this unremarkable solar system, creatures that called themselves humans. Surely this will be simple, hissed Navigator Keelthon, his serpentine form coiled around the navigation console. Our intelligence indicates they have barely mastered fusion technology. Their vessels are crude metal constructs, nothing like our living ships. Zyxka's 4 eyes focused on the display screen. The Vortak had conquered 17 species across the galaxy, each encounter following the same predictable pattern. Initial resistance, brief conflict, and inevitable surrender. These humans would be no different. Their scouts had reported seeing only small craft, tiny metal boxes that belched primitive chemical exhaust. Contact approaching from Sector 7, announced Sensor Operative Nimvel, her voice carrying the melodic tones of her aquatic homeworld. Single vessel. Dimensions. Commander, the readings must be incorrect. Clarify, Zyxka commanded, his skin patterns shifting to an amber warning hue. The vessel measures 3 kilometers in length, Commander, and it appears to be moving toward us. A ripple of confusion passed through the bridge crew. The largest Vortak warship barely exceeded half a kilometer. What primitive species would construct something so massive? The view screen shimmered to life, and collective gasps echoed through the crystalline chamber. Approaching them was a behemoth of dark steel and angular geometry, a mountain of metal bristling with weapons arrays, sensor dishes, and launch bays. The human battleship moved with surprising grace for its size, its hull scarred by what appeared to be countless battles. Impossible, whispered Keelthon. No species constructs war vessels of such magnitude without centuries of spacefaring experience. Captain Elena Rodriguez stood on the bridge of the UES Prometheus, watching the alien formation with calculating eyes. Her weathered hands gripped the command console as tactical displays painted the enemy ships in hostile red. 23 years of naval service had taught her to read a situation quickly, and what she saw didn't inspire confidence in the aliens' tactical knowledge. Captain, they're just sitting there, reported Lieutenant Commander Blake from the tactical station. No defensive formations, no evasive maneuvers. It's like they've never seen a dreadnought before. Maybe they haven't, Rodriguez mused. All stop. Let's see what they do. The Prometheus came to a halt, its massive bulk casting shadows across the smaller alien vessels. Through the reinforced viewports, the crew could see the elegant organic curves of the crystalline ships. Beautiful, certainly, but seemingly unprepared for serious combat. Aboard the Vortak flagship, panic was beginning to set in. Commander, Nimvel reported with trembling voice, I'm detecting over 400 weapon signatures on that vessel. Kinetic cannons, plasma arrays, missile batteries, and something else. Something I cannot identify. Zyxka's skin had shifted to deep purple, the color of fear among his kind. Attempt communication. Perhaps we can negotiate. The communication came through as a harsh, mechanical voice that somehow conveyed absolute authority. Unknown vessels. This is Captain Rodriguez of the United Earthship Prometheus. You are in violation of Terran space. State your intentions or prepare to be fired upon. Terran space. Keelthon's confusion was evident. But our surveys indicated no territorial claims in this region. Commander, Nimvel's voice was barely a whisper. I'm detecting 17 more vessels approaching, all of similar size and configuration. The tactical display lit up as the human fleet emerged from hyperspace, a wall of steel and firepower that dwarfed the Vortak expedition. Each battleship bore scars of combat, evidence of a species that had learned warfare in the harshest possible school, fighting against their own kind. Zyxka stared at the display in growing horror. His people had assumed that a primitive species would field primitive weapons. They had never considered that a world constantly at war with itself might produce the galaxy's most formidable warships. Open a channel, he croaked. Offer immediate surrender. These humans, They are not what we expected. As the surrender signal transmitted across space, one thought echoed through every alien mind. Perhaps some species were better left unconquered.